Hello, hippie homework. This week is on unconditional love, and I've done my best to try and explain it in the newsletter. And this is like my 10th attempt to try and explain it in this hippie homework, and it's not working. So I decided to tackle it in a completely different way, and I'm going to show you what I mean by unconditional love by doing a little meditation with you to take you to the place and the feeling that you need to hold and understand to make changes in your life, and have less drama, because unconditional love is in a place of empathy and understanding, but also a place of power and boundaries. And we all have somebody in our life who really is cheesing us off, and we need to change that relationship with them and remove the impact that relationship is having and the problems it's causing. So think of somebody who's driving you nuts, and it might be a small thing or it might be a big thing, and you might do this video and go with the big person and go, it didn't work, and that's understandable, because it's hard to get to a place of unconditional love with someone who is really hurting and upsetting you to a profound degree. So if you can't do it with the big person, find a little person who's just cheesing you off a bit and get a feel for where you're trying to get to with the little person, and then keep working with the big person. But think of your person and hold them in your mind's eye, and allow some of the emotions that they trigger to come up in you, because all of those are understandable, and you can have these feelings, but you also need to move past these feelings and understand why they're causing problems in you. So now that you have these feelings coming up with you, decide that you want the best for you. Decide that you can look after yourself. Decide that you don't need somebody else to give you anything, because you can give it to yourself. You can give yourself love. You can give yourself respect. You can give yourself attention. You can acknowledge how smart you are. You can acknowledge how clever and resourceful you are. You can acknowledge how determined and persistent you are. You can look at your qualities and acknowledge them. You can now look at all your flaws. Know that sometimes you do silly things. Know sometimes that you're vague. Know sometimes that you get angry or upset, or that you feel like you're not loved. Know that you're vulnerable, and accept all of your flaws and weaknesses as well. And you don't need to change them. Right here and now, you are enough for yourself, for life, for love, for deserving, for respect. You can be everything you need for yourself. So now, looking at the person who's triggering you and causing you challenges, what is it that you need from them? Why are they upsetting you? And if it's something that you want from them, give it to yourself. If it's something that's frustrating you or making you angry, then understand that this person is also struggling with life, that they too have their pains and wounds, that they are searching for answers, that they have reactions that are not healthy for them or for others, but they too are doing their best, and they too may not love themselves as much as they should. And see that there is someone here who is weak and vulnerable as well. Someone who wants to do better but isn't. Understand that they might want something from you and you don't know what it is that they need. That behavior that challenges you is some unspoken need that they have. And now can you find love and acceptance that this person is as human and as vulnerable as you are. But you have self-love and they are still trying to find it. You have self-respect and they are still trying to find it. You have power and emotional intelligence and they are still trying to find it in this situation. But they no longer trigger you because you can solve this problem. You can fix it or you can walk away. You decide what happens with this. You decide how you react. You decide who you become. You decide what you need. They don't matter anymore. They are just the mirror trying to help you come to this place of looking after yourself. Now consider this situation. Can you see what needs changing? Can you see what needs understanding? Can you see how to walk away? And stepping into your own love of self, where you don't have to interact with this energy in this, where you care for yourself, look after yourself, are the best for yourself. Love that person, thank that person for the challenges, and acknowledge that you've got this and you're okay. And get on with your life. Do something different. Do something better. Love them and hold a boundary. Understand them and love yourself. You're indifferent to them and yet caring of them at the same time. You care enough to walk away. You care enough to help them through what they're needing, but not at any cost to you. You are strong, you are safe, you are peaceful, you are loved. So give that a go with someone who's causing you challenges. It's not everything about about unconditional love, but it's a really good start into it, and it takes practice. And once you have it, it's easier to get into it. But don't think that you won't still be triggered and have that day where you flip the bird to that person who's just cut you off on the road. You'll probably still flip the bird, but sometimes you don't actually have unconditional love for them afterwards. But in the bigger situations, you will find unconditional love for the people who you do care about, that are important to you. You love them, accept them, and deal with it by not dealing with it. And other people, it just depends on how they influence you. But you are in your power, you are in your self-love, you are in your peace. I'm pretty sure I'm still not 100% happy with this video, but we're going to go with it. Have a good week, and I will see you next week.